much does it cost to go to safari usually? You don't go there.
$3,000.
You're talking about safari to Africa?
It depends where you go. No,
Yeah.
China in what's it called Tel Aviv. There's a safari there. Why would you go to Africa? You don't want right here.
It's in Africa.
They bring good food. Yeah.
Slifkin does a thing.
Listen, if you look, people make money. You go on a tour, people they charge, they make money. You know. It's,
What page are we on now?
It's a business like anything else. No?
Go yourself.
You can literally go for free. You get there, you get to Africa. Once you're there, it's actually free. It's for safari. You just might not have a great time. Just hanging
Might
out
get
with the
eaten by
lions.
a lion.
Exactly. You want to pay for a tour guide, and don't get so dangerous.
Kosher meals, etc.
We're on Reish Chaf Zion last time.
If
If you go for a week, you bring 7 tins of tuna. It's tried and tested.
Or if you bring
You lose a bit of weight.
Bring along a chef who knows his business and you find his Europe.
You're not going to find any.
Why not?
We don't want tuna, we want salmon. Good morning.
Should have come for Ahmed Yomi, then you would have got salmon.
Yeah?
Okay, where are we up to? Anyone knows where we're up to? Enough of the jealousy.
Reish Chaf Zion. I have notes on Yud base from the Shach.
One race what?
Chaf Zion.
Race of Zion, you sure? Well, we're flying. Race of Zion,
I'm
okay.
very angry with the shop right now
Why?
because I discovered that it used to be in Europe that they only held 1 hour, and the shop was the one who said
Three,
if
6
you have to
hours?
be a year, if you want to be a year, you
I don't think
should
it
do
was.
6.
I don't think it was a shot. It's not a
I
shot.
agree with the shot.
I don't think it's a shot from the car. I don't think it's a shot from.
No,
They're just a customer way. You can eat after 5 minutes. It's okay.
It's the Rambam. It's
really.
You get the very short and then you want Cullen.
I'll tell you a colour which I'm so mechon. I used to be so mechon for a long time. Now I don't really find it necessary ever. But apparently, Rabbi Yashiv held, like the Chasam Sofer, if you sleep a shenis kva, you get shlif in bed, then you don't have to wait at all.
When you wake up, it's a new day.
When you wake up, it's like, you have to wait 6 hours.
Take a Shabbos nap. You can
Shabbos nap, and that's it, you're good. During the week, it's not really that again, but Shabbos nap, you're milchik.
I have a neighbour who's an anti-Semite. Right?
Lee Sotmer.
No, he's a Sfardi. Why is he an anti-Semite?
We're not recording you, it's fine, you keep talking.
As I used to my child, he brings in cake. What kind of
Cheesecake.
cake?
Let's go right then. We're wasting time.
Reish Chav Zayin, you said? Where are we? In the Sma? We're in the Shach on Reish Chav Zayin, right?
We at least did the Shach Lamed Dalet.
Let me see. Okay, so Lamed Hey, did we see Lamed Hey? Yeah, we did, because we saw the Kutzaysi when we started. Okay, turn the page. Reish Chav Ches.
See already. Turn the page.
Yud Gimel. Mana El Visicha. I lend you $100. V'harei Eid Echad. Here's my witness. V'halayayim. The other guy responds, Kainu. Of course, I borrowed $100 from you. Aval. Guess what? Praiticha. I paid back. I don't know you a penny. Aishamalai. Oh, he said, I didn't pay back. Aval. Ata chayav li keneged oisemana. You owe me keneged. How do you say keneged in English? Against.
Responding to.
Against. Or oisemana. You owe me in response to that mana. Another $100. You owe me 100.
Why should we believe him?
So-
He's the game of
Well, it doesn't say it has to be the whole amount. It just says you owe me against it.
Yeah, you owe me the entire amount. I say you owe me 100. I say yeah, but you owe me $100 before.
You can't believe him. He's the game of
But there's an Eid Echad. So let's see. Very good.
Plus the fact he's saying something because he wasn't there originally. He really is.
But is he believed to take a shvur neged the Eid Echad? Yeah. You can take shvur need to win. Shvur this Eid Echad doesn't really prove much.
Yeah, but the shvur is not against the Eid Echad. The shvur is.
Let's talk about the case Paraiti. Let's say he said Eid Echad says you borrowed $100. Eid Echad is my witness. You say yeah, I borrowed, but I paid back. So what's it then?
You should make it sure.
Make sure that you paid back. Yeah. But he's mechuyev sure.
Yes.
Well, anytime. Let's say I got 2 Eidim say you borrowed money.
2 Eid.
Hold on. Oh, so let's see. Let's see the Shulchan. This gets a little bit tricky. Says the Shulchan Aruch. Im zeha aid made. If this witness says shaloi parai oisamana, the witness says he never paid back 100.
How would he know?
Oh, because our next word.
Kagain. Good question. Shaloi zacha yadi mitachas yadai. I've been with this guy day and night for the last 2 weeks. We were on a cruise together. He never paid him back. Oh, you should make it. Should take his money. Or alternatively, he doesn't say I was with him. But guess what? The loan was for a month, and the loan was given 2 weeks ago. And we know no one pays back early. Halavai pay back on time. No one pays back. As Yoni, no one pays back on time.
I'm sorry.
No one pays back early.
Where are you reading?
Shulchan Aruch. On the base. Next page.
Reish test.
Page Chavtes. Kagai. Yeah.
Oh.
Kagai. Shalei zayam tachiyad. I should make sure to take money. Or the witness says, guess what? It takes money. So then he's not believed to say pay back early, right? V'chein. If the defendant said ladam, I never borrowed money. And then when he says I don't owe you money, the guy says you don't owe me money. Look, I've got echad. And then he says yeah, I did borrow, but I paid back. So he changes his plea. Originally he said I never borrowed. Then he said you're right, I borrowed. Just what? I paid back. Once he realizes he's going to lose because this guy's got a witness, so he says I paid back.
I'm sorry. What's in the second word of the third line?
Ladam, lo yehayu dvar moilam. I never borrowed from you.
Well,
Never happened.
We said it before. He made this sure that I didn't pay back. That I didn't borrow, but then I didn't pay back. Obviously he owes. We said already.
Oh, but there's a difference over here. We'll see the difference. We'll see the nice K, and there is a difference. Here, if he says, originally he says I didn't borrow, now he says, when the Eid Echad says he did borrow, he says, yeah, I borrowed, but I paid back. So, B'chol Eilu.
How's it different from Yudalef?
Huh?
How's it different from
I'm
Yudalef?
trying to see what we said.
From Yudalef?
He's in the wrong page.
He admitted. Okay.
I say, I owe you money. You say, hey, no. Too bad. It's a mechila. So says the Shulchan Aruch. All these cases, all the above have a mechuy shua, in all these cases, he has to take a shua neged echad that he didn't borrow, and he can't because he did borrow. He's got to pay. Now this Shulchan Aruch should set off a lot of red lights. Makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Well, why can't he make a shua?
Oh,
Why can't he make a shua?
Well, he says he makes
No,
a
what,
shua that he didn't.
not in all the cases.
He says he paid. Leslie says he paid back.
No, in some of the cases, he can make a
Some
in
of
the
the
case
right.
where he says ladam and then he says
So then he can't make a shua.
He doesn't have nemanis anymore.
That's the question. Does he have an emonus or
The
not?
other ones,
Not for sure.
not for sure.
We'll see. No, not for sure he doesn't have an emonus either. Maybe in that case he still has an emonus.
Yeah, no, I'm saying then he could take a shua.
Okay, says the Ramah Agah. If you could say I paid back or I gave it back to you. The Naaman b'migu, he is believed with a migu. You're right, you can't take a shul, but guess what? He's got a migu.
What's the migu?
We're not going to see the rest of the Shulchan Aruch yet, huh? You could say I paid back. If you could say I paid back, believe me when I say I didn't pay, I could say I paid back. He's got a migu.
But the case with the Eid Echad, there's no migu.
The case of Eid Echad, you could say I paid back. Yeah, why
No,
not?
it says here that Kagon Shal Zaza Yada. The Eid Echad saw
But who's believed more, him or the Eid Echad? If he says I paid back,
Shua, it's always Eid Echad.
if he could take a shul, he's believed.
It says it's complicated.
You can't take a shul they didn't borrow. That's a shul he can't take. What shul can't he take? If he says I borrowed, then he can't take a shul he didn't borrow.
He doesn't say he borrowed. He never says
No, he's mighty borrowed. Let's read it again. I borrowed him, I lent you $100, and here's my Yedechad. Well, I'm a Ken. Kenu, you're right. The Aid's right. You're right. Everyone's right. 100%. So now he can't take a shvur that he didn't borrow. He borrowed.
Okay.
He can't take that shvur. The shvur required for him to take is I didn't borrow, and he can't because he did borrow. He admits. Just what? I paid back.
What's the next phrase?
Right?
I paid you back. You can't take
Oh,
a
but
shvua,
Paraiticha, he says, I paid you back. So what's the
can't take a
thing?
shvua that I
Let's
paid
take
back?
one case at a time. He can't. Because the shvua he has to take is neged the aid, echad, that he didn't borrow, and he didn't borrow.
He did borrow.
So we're going to see the Rishonim, the Chodim go to town and say, why can't he take shvua that he paid back? Why?
That's what I'm saying. All right.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. That's the kasha over here.
Okay.
Take a look in the Sma Yud Gimel. The Shulchan Aruch is a bit of a pella, as you've all basically, cottoned onto. Says the Sma Yud Gimel. Vala imak keina v'pardicha. Ad im zeha eid made shalei paroi avalei b'chui shuv and yochel shuv. He can't take a shvur, right? Says the Sma kasha. What on earth is flying over here? Even if the aid says, I know he did not pay back, he can take a shvur. He's lying. This aid is a fat lie. I paid back. He's believed so he doesn't like this whole shulchan. Of course he can take a shvur. They're going to say dechad. Why can't he take a shvur?
Not in all cases.
Slowly, we'll talk about this case first of all. The case is parati. If he says parati, he should be able to pay back. He should be able to take a shvur neged the aid and win. We're all in agreement.
Yeah.
V'chein,
Which shvua is it though? Is it shvua d'oraisa? Is it?
yeah, shvur d'oraisa. He paid back. Eid echad he didn't pay back. Takes a shvur d'oraisa, paid back. Why can't he take a shvur d'oraisa? He paid back. V'chein kosav a Magid Mishnah. The Seif Peg Dal, the Mitayin, and the Rambam. The Rambam says, kosav the Ayu Davka the Omat Chila La'adam. The Rambam says originally, if he says originally La'adam and didn't borrow from you, then he can't change his time and say, I paid back. Yeah. Now that Eidechad says he borrowed, and he says I paid back, that's why you can't take a shvur neged the aid, because originally you said I didn't pay. I didn't borrow, sorry. You can't take a shvur now because you're trapped. The guy says I didn't borrow. Hey, now you didn't borrow, make up your mind. You borrowed, you didn't borrow, you did, you didn't. He says I didn't borrow, now you can't say you did. If his only time it ever was, I paid back. You're right, I borrowed, but I paid back. The aid says he still owes money, he didn't pay. Aishu b'toich's money, or the aid says it's toich has man and therefore he didn't pay. There's no difference as the case of Magid Mishnah if he swears against the aid that there was alva, or if he swears against the aid that he paid back. You can take a shvur neged aid, there's no difference. He can swear that he didn't borrow, he can swear that he paid back. So why does the Shulchan Aruch say you can't? Kasha. B'chayr it's a Kesef Mishnah. B'chayr it's a Magid Mishnah rather. And that's what Svara says. That's how the Magid Mishnah explains the Rambam. B'chayr Kesef a Kesef Mishnah. And guess what? This is even more tricky because that's what the Kesef Mishnah writes. B'shem Marivosh. And you know who wrote the Kesef Mishnah? The Mechaber. Was the same guy. So it looks like he's changed his plea. The Beis Yosef himself in the Sefer, the Kesef Mishnah himself writes, B'shem Marivosh, it's really